I'm not here to complain. I just want to get it fixed. I don't.
Just a number. It makes it look like it's right.
When a living legend like Floyd Mayweather ends up in a hospital after being struck in broad daylight, it sends shockwaves through the boxing world. Now, for the first time since the infamous punch by Roy Jones Jr. outside the LAX terminal, Mayweather has spoken, and he's not backing down. If anything, he's escalating the situation. Floyd made it clear, Roy wanted a fight and now he has one. He said Roy thought swinging at him would make him relevant again. But now it's personal, and Floyd warned that Roy isn't going to like what happens next.
Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in on Floyd. Has there ever been a fight? That's one thing that's different from Roy, that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came to my leg. So, don't get me fucked. Y'all made me cut.
They must have really forgot. Don't be sorry, Chip. Don't be sorry.
But nah, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for. I don't care what it is.
Did you feel disrespect? I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
Play stupid games. I mean, like I said, when this man was supposedly hemmed up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that tried to lie to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champion. Now you're not my top 5.
Even though security broke things up quickly, the damage was already done. Mayweather, a fighter who built his entire brand on being untouchable, was suddenly attacked in public, caught off guard, exposed, and vulnerable. Let's clear something up. Floyd wasn't hospitalized because he was knocked out. He wasn't laid out on the floor. However, he was sent for medical evaluation. Sources say the punch left him shaken with a minor jaw injury. It wasn't serious, but it was enough to set the boxing world on fire. What makes this situation so wild isn't just the punch. It's the history behind it. Roy Jones Jr. didn't attack just any retired boxer. He went after a man who built his entire career on the idea that he's unbeatable. And it all started with words. Floyd had thrown shade not directly at Roy, but at Muhammad Ali. While Floyd has always claimed respect for Ali, he refuses to call him the greatest. That alone angered boxing purists. Then Floyd went further, comparing Ali and Roy, saying both relied too heavily on their legs for defense. And once those legs faded, so did their greatness.
Because I speak my mind. I speak from the heart and I speak my mind. Is that bad? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, I'm happy.
On paper, it might have sounded like fair analysis. But to Roy Jones Jr., it was blatant disrespect. He didn't just take it personally for himself, he took it personally for Ali. Speaking to Seconds Out's Radio Raheem, Roy said, "If you disrespect Ali, I can't respect you." From the
unbeatable.
During an interview, Roy's intensity was impossible to ignore. The interviewer said, "You seem more intense than usual. I don't think I've ever seen this look in your eyes before." Roy responded, "I don't bother anybody. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. If you've got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'm willing to fight about. That's why I don't talk much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on." When asked whether it would be in the ring or outside of it, Roy didn't hesitate. "I don't care where. However you want to do it. That's what I'm built for." Jones then went straight for Floyd's legacy, calling out the flaws in his perfect 50-0 record. He accused Mayweather of carefully picking opponents, avoiding fighters in their prime, and never taking the kind of risks that turned Ali into a legend.
Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali is the same fighter. Their defense is their legs. They're young, and at the top of their game, they can move. Once their legs went away, they sat and done the rope-a-dope. Ali, the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights. Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali when he only had 7 fights. Ken Norton really beat Ali all 3 times. Go back and look at the fights. And I take my hat off to Roy Jones. Still beat more world champions than Roy Jones.
Floyd didn't respond with words. Instead, he dropped a silent YouTube short. The video showed Mayweather sitting in front of a massive screen, calmly watching a montage of Roy Jones Jr.'s worst knockouts. No commentary, no captions, no expression, pure ice-cold trolling. But behind the scenes, the real trigger was already brewing. Fight negotiations between Floyd and Roy had been heating up, and this time it wasn't just about money. Roy had one condition: winner takes all, loser gets nothing. That's old-school warrior code. And for Floyd, who's made millions from low-risk exhibition fights, it was uncomfortable territory.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. You got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. We do whatever, however, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
Floyd wanted to turn this into another massive payday. Roy wanted legacy. When Mayweather hesitated, Roy saw it as disrespect, like Floyd was ducking him. And to someone like Roy Jones Jr., that kind of hesitation is gasoline on a fire.
The Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go up and top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it? Yeah. You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do.
When Floyd finally said he wanted the fight, it wasn't just talk. Behind the scenes, his team reportedly began pushing to have the bout officially sanctioned. Not another exhibition. Floyd wants this fight to count.
Everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting a...
Whispers out of Mayweather's Las Vegas gym say he's training harder than he has in years, double sessions, sharper movement, and even sparring real professional fighters again. He may be 48, but Floyd can still move. His reflexes remain razor sharp, and his defensive style is still maddening to anyone who steps in front of him. Meanwhile, Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, has finally broken his silence on Roy's call-out, and his words turned heads. At the same time, boxing legends are choosing sides. Andre Ward, Oscar de la Hoya, and even Pacquiao's camp have weighed in. Some believe Floyd's slick boxing will still be enough. Others say Roy's size, power, and grit could finally hand Mayweather the first loss of his career. Pacquiao even stated that if both fighters were in their prime, Roy Jones Jr. would wipe the floor with Money Mayweather.
You want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron or Mike. I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
It's no surprise Pacquiao is backing Roy. Jones had Pacquiao's back as well, once saying Floyd deserved no credit for beating Manny, and explaining exactly why.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Social media is on fire. Fans are dissecting old fight footage, debating records, and placing early bets. This is no longer just hype, it's a movement. But here's the darker theory. This might have been Floyd's plan all along. His spotlight has been fading. The Logan Paul fight didn't connect with fans. His exhibitions started to feel forgettable. He needed a spark. And what better way to reignite the fire than by facing Roy Jones Jr., a man who doesn't care about money, fame, or playing legacy games. The real question remains, is Floyd ready? Because Roy Jones Jr. isn't here to dance. He's here to destroy. That airport punch wasn't just a cheap shot. It was a message, and Floyd felt it.
The prime Roy Jones?
Yeah, prime Roy Jones. Floyd Mayweather.
Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right?
Yes. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Do you think Roy wins by knockout?
You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime? Man, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Absolutely. Do you think he will knock Mayweather out in his prime?
Yeah, I think so.
What about an exhibition?
Lock 10, shout out.
What if they had an exhibition together? Who would win?
The exhibition is different, I mean, not like in the prime. But it's good. Good thing that different.
Now it all comes down to one thing, Roy's terms. There's no guaranteed payday, no safety net, no sponsor money to soften the blow. Win and you take everything. Lose and you walk away with nothing. And that's a world.
In society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever. Of course. When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much more.
All right, everyone. Stay updated with the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Until next time, take care and peace.